Curry and Podziemski. Chamberlain is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Butler in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman, and it's Rose. Then it's Jordan, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Curry, outside Butler. Back to Curry from outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Here's Jordan, and it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Pippen. Rose against Green. And finished off by Rose.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
And stand a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Now here's Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 5 now.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
Michael Jordan on the wing. Fades. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Yeah, when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now here's Green. Back to Curry. For the 3. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the Bulls making a change here. Dosumu's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Kuminga's come in for Brandon Podziemski. Jordan outside. Back to Rose. Pass to Pippen. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Wide open. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
And 3 from Jordan. Chamberlain with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Rose can't hit. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, terrific recognition there from Butler. Outstanding at slicing passes through the D in that pick and roll.
Jordan dishes to Vucevic. Pass to Rose. We've got 22 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Outside Curry. Outside Green. Chamberlain with a screen on Pippen. And here's Green outside. No good. Shot missing. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Kuminga. Jimmy Butler is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then it's Hield, and it's Moody in at the 2 spot. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Now, Giddey, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Now, here's Moody. Giddey defending. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Kuminga. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Shot clock at 3. Butler. And it comes off the front of the rim. Now here's Giddey. And here's White. Nothing on the board. Pippen feeling it out a bit. And it's Pippen with the jam.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
A nice shot by Moody. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster. But everyone builds on the players who came before them. And the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Rodman comes in for Buzelis. Michael Jordan is checked in for Kobe White. And it's Rose in for Josh Giddey. Chicago making some changes. Collins comes in for Smith. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Pippen. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Now here's Curry. He's got 7, cans it from downtown. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Here's Giddey. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Chamberlain with a screen on Jordan. Close the alley-oop jam. Chicago trailing. Rose surveying the D. And the dunk by Rose.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here's Moody. Pass to Podziemski. Chamberlain a screen. Fires from deep. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Giddey the pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Curry. Takes a three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start, 2 for 2. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Rose. He has 7. Rodman finds Collins. Giddy with it. Shot clock at 6. Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Warriors ahead, up 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
They're measuring up the shots.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Vucevic. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Jordan. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Pajemski. Still yet to score. Jordan with it. Pass to Vucevic. Rodman outside. Here's Jordan. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Jordan's got 8 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Green with a screen on Rose. Here's Curry with the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Chicago leading. Jordan looking it over. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here's Butler. Still scoreless. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Drops in the tray.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Outside Pippen. Floats it up for Rose. Curry against Rodman. Now Pajemski. Back to Green. Tipped away. And stolen by Jordan. Curry against Rose. Pass to Pippen. And again, no good by Chicago. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. And another 3 for Golden State. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, It's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall, 80% since the break.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammates.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Butler. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Curry can't get it to go.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And then Pippen slams it in.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Dennis Rodman. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Michael Jordan. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Kuminga with a wide open look. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game. The Bulls leading by 3. Now here's Pippen. 10 points for him. And then Pippen slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bulls lead by 5. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Moody. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Podziemski in at the point guard. Pass to Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From past the arc. The rebound by Dosunmu. Chicago leading by 5. Pass to Giddey. Back to Dosunmu. Jordan outside. Smith outside. Fires for 3. Chamberlain with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Payton surveying the floor. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Chamberlain. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Pippen comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Rose in for Josh Giddey. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Jimmy Butler comes in for Gary Payton. And it's Stephen Curry in for Moody. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Now Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Here's Jordan. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
And a deep three. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots over Vucevic, and it's Chamberlain that time on the assist by Curry. Chamberlain got it all tied up now for the Warriors. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Pippen for three. The shot will not fall. What an opportunity here.
Yeah, a chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Curry against Jordan. Green kicks to Curry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Jordan. Rodman dishes to Jordan. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Curry. Now Green. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Chamberlain. Can't cash in. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
9 seconds left in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Green finds Butler. There's the triple. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
Well, folks, that's gonna do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Michael Jordan.